Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. What can I say? The prodigal son has returned. I'm back for some more of this boxing talk. Y'all sleeping on Deontay the Braun Bomber Wilder, WBC champion of the world. Oh my God, Eddie Hearn. Yeah, we gonna talk about it. I don't like what I'm seeing in the game, so we gonna talk about it. That's what I do on this side, the real side. So get ready. I'm gonna let these notifications go out if YouTube's doing that. Yeah, I blocked them. Listen, sometimes you gotta be part of this block gang. If you on the block with it, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Sometimes you just gotta block a motherfucker or six, cause they don't know. They don't know when to stop. I told you, Pensacola, we talk tonight. We got this. We don't need. See, I'm telling you why. I ain't saying this to gloat and to brag and stuff, but I'm telling you why my channel is different. My channel is different because old media dead. Wipe yourself off. You dead. Wipe yourself off. You bleeding. And the worst part that kills old media is we out here cashing these checks, getting these super chats, getting views, and we don't need them. That's what's destroying them. Is we got our own little community. You know, I don't be bothering nobody. I just say my piece. I talk this boxing talk, and they know that. That's why they always got to come disrupting stuff. They always try to disrupt stuff because they know the prodigal son has returned. The Stream King has returned. Ego Stradamus in the building. I love that introduction. Sierra just told you, she said, go and brush them off. Wipe the dirt off your shoulders. Do, 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 do. Yeah, we wiping the dust. Bro, old media looking bad. I got so much to say. We're going to talk about Deontay the Braun Bomber Wilder. We're going to talk about DAZN, because I got some more stuff to say about DAZN. Where in the hell is Canelo, bro? I told you. See, listen. The money keep coming in. I told you. The money, even in the recession, is still a blessing. Man, I'm busting like Smith & Wesson. Shout out to Bertrand Miles. Man, walk a mile in my shoes and you would be crazy too. Shout out to Bertrand Miles, 20-piece. Yeah, we got that 20-piece nugget right off the rip. You see it looking like a jack-o'-lantern, like a pumpkin. Man, I'm like Billy Corgan the way I'm smashing pumpkins. He said, what up, E? And Ego's Army. What's up? Glad to have you. I got some stuff to talk about. So I decided to go live with it. Shout out to you for the super chat. God bless. Hope everything is well. Block the Conjurer. Yeah, enough of you. You don't run this. We run this. You doing too much. We ain't got no shooters to remove this man. The Conjure. Yeah, I'm the Conjuring. I'm every horror. Oh my God, my shooters just be. Oh shit, they just be in the scope. Man, stop it. Listen, just so you don't get hit with the friendly fire, I'm gonna say it again. You better show face. You better show to even speak before us. You better be a Sierra. You know what I'm saying? You better be a Rob G Film. You better be a Real Brother 32. You better be a Icy. You better be somebody we know and that we recognize. Because if you come in hooting and hollering, you better be a Mir. You better be an Adrian. Yeah. Because right now, these motherfuckers be looking real unfamiliar. We don't know you. We have a community. We do this. Yeah, I took a little break on the live stream, but I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. What did Bryson Tiller say? So like Bryson Tiller also said, don't. You don't even come here. You know, talking that weird shit, leaving 15 comments. We don't know you. Bro, I don't even want to see 15 comments from you if we don't know you. Back to back to back to back. Shout out to my man Big Will Teddy Love. Showing the love, spreading the love, and it's all love. $10 super chat. I ain't even start talking about the topic, and they showing love. That's $30 right there. They want a pocket watch. Add that shit up. 9.4 plus 5 pennies. Add that shit up, nigga. I'm on that. I told you, when it comes to this boxing shit, I'm what Snoop Dogg is to the West Coast. When it comes to this boxing shit, I'm the West Coast Don. Yeah, I'm the West Coast Don, and I came to get it on. That's rest in peace to Mills Lane. So all you lames better stay in your lane. Oh my gosh, stop. The bars is too tough, but get off my nuts, man. King Corleone, speaking of the bars, how you feeling? He was sick. He was ill. He was in the hospital. How you feeling? You good? Yeah, come to death row. Hey, Faith, baby, we gonna start printing our own money. Come to death row. Man, I'm ready. I'm ready to cook these boys. They like, oh, ego, he does it. Man, shut up. Shut up. Scram. Get off my channel. I don't care. I don't care. Leave. Nah, I'm looking for. Yeah, it's a recession, and I'm telling the haters to leave. You a hater? Leave. That's good. The money keep coming in. See, leave. They know we got this. They know Pensacola. We talk tonight. Shout out to my man, Mr. King Palmer. $5 super chat. Salute ego. What's up? I was diagnosed with Bell's palsy. What the hell? It's all good, fam. Nothing to a fighter. I just got to take this medicine and see it through. Man, yeah, man. Everybody send your support to my man, King Corleone. Check him out. I don't know if you're going to chronicle this on the channel or on your Instagram, but make sure you guys give him a follow and keep him in your well wishes. You know, he a soldier, so, you know, it's nothing to a soldier. Sometimes we got to face different independent battles, but we here with you, you know. Let's get it, bro. Stay strong, you know. Marathon continues. Let's get it. Yeah, man. King Corleone, he got this. We got this. We got you. Dirty E and T. We all we got. Bro, I told you, this is a community, man. Fuck all these other boxing channels and shit. Nobody be coming to that. We a real family. You fucking with La Costa Nostra, La Familia, and they ain't looking familiar, bro. We got this, you know. We gonna help each other see things through, and you know, just support one another. I told you, you can't spell the word community without the word unity. That's what I'm about. I'm on that Queen Latifah tip. UNITY. You ain't a bitch, you're a hoe. UNITY. Yeah, we got this, you know. So, I gotta talk about the boy, ex-WBC champion of the world, Deontay the Braun Bomber Wilder. To this day, right? We gotta talk about it. A lot of y'all is disrespecting this man, and I can't wait because I think Wilder is, I wouldn't even say a live dog. What's a step up from a live dog? I don't even know what to step up with, but I think he just live in there, and he might have Tyson Fury brains spilt on the canvas. Listen, Wilder, I'm glad they're overlooking him. This is beneficial to him. If this video ever gets back to him, do your thing, boy. I think the great thing, like, the one thing I noticed with boxing, I've always said this, is a lot of boxing fans are too emotional. Emotion, mate. You know, they just too emotional. Passion, that's good. Emotion, you got to use that sparingly. It's like salt. If you cooking, you don't want to put too much salt on it, you know. And then when you're trying to eat that steak and it tastes too salty, but with the right amount of any ingredient like salt, it's not overpowering. So it's cool to have emotion. Emotion, like, people think of fear as always a bad thing. It's not necessarily always a bad thing, but how you use that fear, it could be a bad thing. You dig? Like, if you're going out before a fight and you're like scared and you know you're gonna be forgetful, forget everything you learned, that's a different type of fear. But if you just have some jitters, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just shows you human, you alive, and you know you got a big moment ahead of you. But different people, different masters, they can control and suppress their fears to the point where it doesn't overtake them. So everything in moderation in life is kind of where you want to be, that fine tune, that balance. And a lot of people in boxing can't do that. People, writers, YouTube channels, fans, and what they do is they're just too extreme, too radical, too extreme, too emotional, and they're prisoners of the moment. You know what I mean? They're prisoners of the moment where they'll look at one aspect. Let's see, I feel like I'm to blame for some of it. Well, I can't control what people do, but I feel like I was one of the people on YouTube that pioneered. I know I am. You know, I'm one of the people that popularized boxing talk in this digital space. Everybody seemingly has a podcast or something they pushing now. But when I was on this, when I was doing this boxing talking, like there were people before me for sure, but they are in a whole different lane. I came over and took over the game. Like there weren't people that were day in and day out giving you guys the news and ego Weight Watchers like, hey, Canelo's in this shape. Look at this progress picture from his social media. Everybody does shit like this now. But when I was doing it, that wasn't the case. Like I said, there were people before me that were relevant to boxing, but a lot of them were in a whole different space. They were covering fights, whereas I didn't even know how to get to a fight or have access to that. You see what I'm saying? So there's a select few people that were doing this type of stuff, and even less that stuck with it. You know what I'm saying? That's been doing it as long as me and stayed in without no breaks and made full-time income, quit my job and shit and ran with it and took it. You can't say there's many people like that. Now, again, everybody has a Patreon. Everybody goes live. This wasn't the case. When I first started, there was no live streams. I was just rapping to y'all, talking about fights, breaking down fights, etc. And like I feel like responsible for it because I know my channel popularized this speaking. But the only downside is you got to be careful where you get your information from. I don't tell y'all who or what to watch. I don't give a fuck what nobody doing. All I know is this, my brand. So with that being said, I don't tell you what to watch, but you got to watch out for the watchers. Some people, they try to do this, but they're not really beneficial. They're not really a factor. They're not giving you correct information. Like a lot of people, I see people on like, let's say YouTube or whatever, and the title of the video will be something, something crazy that ain't even a real thing, and they'll run with it. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So you got to be mindful of that at all times. And again, there's just a lot of different opinions, which can be cool, but it's also a nuisance because a lot of these motherfuckers don't know what they talking about, and they're prisoners of the moment. People looking at Wilder like it's a rap. Bro, what? You don't just knock out 40 plus men in 40 plus fights or whatever, and then you're written off. Especially fighting guys like Bermain Stavern twice, Luis Ortiz twice, knocking Tyson Fury out. And there's, allegations that he was cheating, shit like that. And then now he just ain't a threat. And you talking about Joshua Fury, it's a disrespect. It's a disrespect to that man Wilder. So for me, I'm real as can be. 10 toes down. I hope, this is my hope, I hope Wilder knocks out everybody involved, like just anybody in the venue. I don't know if they're going to have a crowd for this fight, but I just hope everybody there gets knocked out. I hope Wilder knocks everything moving. Just if you have a pulse, I hope you get knocked out. That's the type of time I'm on, bro, because you disrespecting this man. And when it comes to Deontay the Braun Bomber Wilder, oh my God, I feel like it's always been this. You see what I'm saying? You dig? I feel like he's always got the short end of the stick from old media. He's never been received how he should have been received. The reality of it is new media and others, there's like a group of people that kind of made Wilder. Now, I mean, I'm not taking away from what Wilder did, career-wise. But what I'm saying is people like new media, we helped go against the grain when they weren't giving him a fair shake and made you want to check for Deontay Wilder, right? I know for a fact I have. For example, I ain't even got to do this, but I will. I can. I live in Cali, Bay Area, gang, West Side. I went to the Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence fight. I was there 5 days or whatever it was, right? So I was there for a week in Texas. Mind you, I'm from Cali. Mind you, I pay for everything. I don't even think I had the ESPN Plus. I wasn't even really looking into sponsors or nothing like that. I didn't have nothing, bro. Just all off the muscle. Flew to Texas for a week. Went to Jerry's World. Had the time of my life. Spence dogged that man. Mikey was talking about, I see something. And, all the fans and shit. We seen how the fight played out. While I'm there, PBC sent emails out to media people and said, hey, we're doing a press conference in New York for Wilder Brazil. I looked on the computer after I got that email and I booked a flight to go to New York for 2 days. Mind you, I've been in Texas covering the Spence Garcia for a week, and you can check to see the dates, they all align. And just for one press conference, because I'm Desperado. I'm Antonio Banderas and Desperado. I'm a one-man band. I don't have a big team. I just send people to fights and shit, right? But I went out there and I pushed out there. That was an unnecessary, I'm not saying unnecessary I regret it, but that was a expenditure, because tickets, when you buying plane tickets at that point, this is before pandemic and stuff, when you buying them last minute, the price is always going to be heavy. You see what I'm saying? The price is going to be heavy because you waited till the last minute. But that's all the notice that I got from, the PR people in PBC. But I went out there, and I really went out there for 1 day to cover that press conference for you. See, old media, they do all this bullshit, and they'll put guys on a pedestal. Shout out to Mighty I, Shmoney Gang, heavy bags, bro. You see these super chats, bro. These super chats, I'm talking boxing. You see these super chats in this heavy bags, looking like Mayweather on the heavy bag. Bars, let's get it. So I went to that. I made it my business, even though I live on the opposite coast. I don't live in the East Coast, West Coast dawn. And I was halfway to the East Coast, but the tickets were still expensive last minute. And I went there to cover the Wilder. This is also around the time with the DAZN deal, where he turned down $100 million and people were shaming him and shit. So I like I said, I'm a person of virtue and character, and I always stand for what I believe in. And I believed in Wilder wasn't getting a fair shake, so I made it my business to utilize my brand, my voice, my influence, my community to help give you the coverage. And it was actually a really good press conference. Wilder was going off saying he was going Mortal Kombat Brazil, and it was fun, and y'all got that, the coverage and stuff like that. And then I flew back to go cover that fight. So I don't have a New York crew and I'm sending somebody to the fight for me while I sit at home. That'll save my pockets if I did that. But I'm the one, as always, on ground zero, self-made, well-paid, and I'm the one that giving you guys the content. And that's because I'm always going to stand up for what's real. I want to always use my brand to shine light on guys. Like I said, just be a voice. This is what new media represents. Be a voice for the underdogs. Because people were saying at the time, oh, Wilder's an idiot for not taking $100 million, and I thought that was foul. If he didn't want to sign the DAZN for $100 million, $1 billion, that's his business. Shout out to Mighty I. He said new media for real helped Wilder's exposure big time. Yeah, and actually, ironically, Wilder, we had a media scrum and I interviewed him, and I got this clip that's forever. And he said, oh, thanks, man, Ego. I appreciate you. I watched your channel, dog. Check out Boxingego. And I didn't tell him to do that. That was just hella random. So it showed that he was paying attention. So that was a good look for the brand as well. Yo, Ego, you see how AJ fanboys turned on him once he talked about systemic racism? Absolutely, I seen it. And I apologize because I really wanted to make a video about it. But there's just so many little things. Just think about if you've been a fan of Boxingego for a minute, a year plus, and you just watched the video, sometimes I get tired of being right, dog. Like, it's like this is shit I already knew, and this is what old media does. They're a bunch of shapeshifters. They know they can't survive with the dumb shit that they say, but they'll say it anyway. They'll act like they want it with new media and try to go against the message and all this goofy shit, but it always comes out. It always comes out. I told you. And Joshua would probably feel miserable as fuck because all that fake energy, losing to Ruiz, some of the people died off. They wasn't really your people, you know? Now that he's standing up and saying Black Lives Matter, equality for all, I see all the comments. Bro, I see all the money keep coming in. Y'all see it, bro. That's why I gotta be Thug. Why? Because I gotta be Thug. Shout out to Kevin Slims, bro. That's why I gotta come at you in a certain way. Because you see it, I see it, and yo people too. Like this is what I've been saying. So sometimes I just let the streets eat you. You see what I'm saying? Like, people already know what I said. They know what I said about that situation. I was going to make a video, but I might still make it. I don't know. It depends because the money keep coming in. I don't even have to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you work hard and you lay the foundation, the people speak for you. Everything I said, that even if people denied it at the time, you look at key things that I was saying and talking points, the streets going to eat Joshua now. The streets, you get to see what the fuck it was and what it wasn't. Kevin Slims, appreciate you. New Media Bomb Squad for life. Yeah, all the UK racists and the fake energy and the people who's just backing it because there was a white Eddie Hearn involved and shit. They act like they was riding with Joshua. The first sign of distress, all of a sudden these motherfuckers jump ship. First, when he lost to Ruiz, these motherfuckers disappeared, a lot of them. All these British teeth just fell off. Oh, yeah, Josh. Oh, Wilder's ducking ya. He ducking me. You know, they was all riding with him and shit. Then when Ruiz spilled his shit with a 5-week camp, these motherfuckers fell off. These British teeth, they stopped brushing their teeth even more. They used to brush once time a week, and then they went to not brushing for a month and jumped off ship. And then he looked bad versus the Ruiz too, so he lost more wave or whatever the fuck you were talking about. And then now that he stood up for a real cause and something he believes in as it pertains to equality and Black Lives Matter and shit, now he lost even more fans and it's really going down. Like, I'm seeing UK comment, put it this way, he had to comment and say, hey, if you think I'm a racist, F you, go fuck yourself. Wilder put out the video. I told you that Coonan shit, man, stop playing with me, dog. Y'all better learn. You're going to learn today. Wilder dropped listen, Joshua at that fucking Watford or whatever the fuck protest, he reading somebody else's Def Poetry Jam speech and shit. It's not even his own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't even really say nothing too crazy to me. But the racist dudes, they're like, oh, fuck yeah, Josh. Oh, I supported ya. Now don't bite the hand that feeds you. I'm not buying your pay-per-view. I'm not going to buy your box office, mate. They mad at him and all types of shit. Notice Wilder, because he came in the game being real, and from day one, he been A1 and kept the same energy with the stuff. When he dropped that more powerful video, I don't know if he wrote that, you know, because it was like really bars and shit. So I don't know if he rapped like that or if he wrote it or had a ghostwriter help, you know, I don't know. But he delivered it. It's far more impressive and powerful than anything Joshua said reading off a piece of paper. And ain't no Wilder fan was angry with that. Do you see what I'm talking about? So that's the difference. Wilder, when people like Wilder, people like myself, when you kept it real from the beginning, then you're free as a bird. Like that's why I model my channel. I don't give a fuck about old media. That's why I model my channel in this way, because the people who mess with me, because I'm never going to step out the window. That's not even me. Like, I'm not racist. I'm not homophobic. I don't have these ignorant viewpoints. So you're never going to come to my channel for that. That's not who I am. I was raised a military brat. You know what I'm saying? I have friends from all walks of life and stuff. I don't care that much. I don't care what people do in their personal life, with personal choices, who your partner is. And I don't know. I let people live. But people like Wilder and people like myself, even in times of distress or turmoil, we free as a bird. You know why? Because we kept it a stack. We let you know who we are as people and kept the same energy. So now when we're proven right, you see all the stuff going on like racially in the world, with the George Floyd situation, Breonna, the Ahmaud Arbery. You look at these situations. I've been telling y'all that from day one. So I don't like that these things happened, but it doesn't make me wrong. I don't have to all of a sudden regroup and reroute anything that I've ever said, because I was always anti those situations. I always spoke out for the people that didn't have a voice. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really have to switch nothing up. But Joshua, he ain't never stood up for nothing real. He ain't stood up and said, oh, Black Lives Matter. I ain't never heard him say nothing of the sort. Equality for all this shit. So now you develop this fan base, and now you see where you're really at. That's why I told you this cooning shit that people do, it don't make sense. I would rather you guys, if you hate me, you gonna hate me from day one. Good. Cause you fine. Hate me. You can hate me now, but I won't stop now. I'm on some Diddy shit. I want you to hate me. If that's because I ain't doing nothing wrong. So if you hate me, then you gonna hate me from the beginning. If you don't like my content, then you're not going to like it from the beginning because you don't like the message. I'm good with that. So what we did, people like myself, people like Wilder, we didn't try to live vicariously by trying to appease and please everybody. I said what I said, and I'm saying it even more. I'm bigger and I'm deafer. I'm saying it loudly. I don't have to change nothing. Everything I said 2 years ago, yeah. Put another 100 on it. I was keeping it 100 then. Now it's 200. But people like Joshua and Tim Bradley and all these other motherfuckers, bro, we don't know you for standing up for anything. So the message is always going to get lost in translation to some, because your whole fan base doesn't know you for doing that. So it's like, wait, I thought Joshua was cool. He actually cares about black lives. This is some bullshit. The racists, that's how they looking at it. Because they haven't known him to do that. So that's what happens when it comes to cooning and trying to appease racists, right? That's what happens when you try to appease racists. It's almost like a beard for their racism. Like I'll like you, I'll go to your fights, but stay in your lane. Don't say nothing. Don't say Black Lives Matter. You can't do that. Don't say you want equality. Just shut up. Get the little money Eddie Hearn giving you or whatever. And Eddie Hearn probably robbing Joshua, to be real. Just take it. Serve this white man's orders. Barry Hearn and Eddie Hearn. Slave room. Just shut the fuck up. And then I'll deal with you. I'll tolerate it. But now the gloves is off. And the cat's out the bag. A lot of people, they're mad at Joshua for promoting equality and saying that you should patronize black businesses. And like, people are getting butthurt. If maybe you guys heard something I didn't, but from what I heard, he said don't go to their shops. He didn't say don't go to white people's shops. Don't go patronize white people. He said there. So anybody with two fucking like brain cells would probably surmise that he's referring to their being racist. Like, Joshua's not really good with his words. So, maybe that causes the confusion. But at the end of the day, I took it as he was talking about the people that are racist and oppressors. He didn't say like, don't support white. His promoter is white, Eddie Hearn. So he didn't even say that. And people he wants to starve out white business, and they going in on him. Just go look at his pages. Go look at his page and see what people are saying. They was angry as a motherfucker. They angry at Joshua right now. That's why the Fury Joshua fight is fucking cap, bro. In the middle of the UK, like, abolishing Joshua and turning on him left, right, and center. Now you got this alleged Fury biggest British fight. Get out of here, bro. Stop it. How you got the fight done with no date, with no venue? What network is it going to be on? Who's on the undercard, right? If you can't say that, then the fight ain't done. The money keep coming in. Let me get to this money. Okay. Fake news out there about Wilder fighting D-Ball Dillian, the delusional ducker, for the interim WBC belt so Fury can fight AJ. O Media desperate. You already know what time it is. Notice when I make the point, when I say what I say about Canelo or DAZN or AJ, I don't have to lie. I'm hitting you with facts. I'm showing you receipts. And this is the difference between me, new media, and old media. I just told you. I said, go look at Joshua's page. Who just heard me say that? I said what I said, what I've seen about the UK going off on AJ right now. And then I said, go look at your page because I'm a real one. This is new media. I got receipts. I'm daring you and empowering you to hear what I'm saying. And if you disagree or if you want to double check my work, go to his page. So I'm telling you how to find the information. You see what I'm saying? Block Valentin. Fuck what you talking about. I'm telling you how to find the information. Once again, we got the receipts. Old media, they'll say Wilder's taking $10 million step aside money, but you can't trace it back to anything. Wilder didn't say that. I talked to someone from his team. So where did that come from? A Twitter page that's not making no money in boxing? For real? I mean, it just, like my man Kamal said, old media looking desperate, dog. Smash the like button. They looking too desperate. They looking wild desperate, dog. They ain't got no work. And it's not, like I said, no receipts. It's just I'm saying it because I want to make up lies or whatever. But good luck with that. So we know Joshua Fury's not done because if it was done, Top Rank would have announced it on their little card that they just had, right? If Joshua Fury was done, why ain't Joshua said nothing about it? Why we only got to see bald-head Fury get on Instagram and say, oh, I just got off the phone with my mate Kinahan and he did. Why ain't Joshua ain't made no video? Say, hey, I got the fight done. It's mod. Yeah, me and Fury. Like, why he ain't said nothing? Cap. Old media got to do something, baby. It's looking bad, bro. But back to this Joshua shit. We don't know Joshua for standing up for the underdog. We know Joshua for being on yachts with 50 dudes. We know Joshua for dudes and Daisy Dukes playing ping pong in the garage and shit. We don't know you for standing up when it matters. So now that I guess you feel it matters, that's not always going to be received well. Because, again, people don't know you for doing that. Like, so no one knows you for having a social awareness or political side where you're talking about shit. We know you for being on the yachts with 50 dudes, hella niggas running around and, you know, boy shorts and weird shit and jumping off boats and man overboard, all this extra shit. You know, ice baths with two guys and all this shit. You know, what's that 2.5 Men? What's that show? Charlie Sheen and them. Man, come on, bro. So anyway, we don't know. That's what we know you for. So you can't all of a sudden come out with it. Even a musician. All right, let's say Chingy. I like the way you do that right there, right there. Like, these are the types of songs you was coming out with. So he can't just all of a sudden come out like he Ice Cube. Damn, I want to kill Uncle Sam. Like, bro, people would be like, what the fuck? Ice Cube been about that from NWA. You know, there was a message in Boys in the Hood. You know, all his albums, America's Most Wanted, Lethal Injection, The Predator. We know Cube is official. So he didn't just switch up. Like, Cube been doing this since Express Yourself. So it's not nothing new. Public Enemy, they always talked about these social issues. Tupac, you can't just all of a sudden be doing like, I don't even, Chingy, whatever, whoever, bro. You can't be, I like the way you do that right there, right there. You know, this is the type of content you coming out, and now all of a sudden you talking about some serious shit. You gonna lose some fans potentially if that's not what they trying to hear. That's Joshua. He went from Chingy to Public Enemy or Ice Cube, Tupac. Now you're conscious. You know, now you common. Now there is a line. If you need someone, like, you common now. I never knew a love like this. Gotta be something for me to write this. Queen, I ain't seen you in a minute. I wrote this letter and finally decided to send it. Niggas gonna be like, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be like, cause I fuck with comment. But I'm just saying, if your fan base, you got them fiending for a certain type of thing. Like, okay, if I make music, I'm like, bitches ain't shit but hoes and shit. Bitches is shit with a bitches is shit. Bitches is shit with a popping the pill, popping the pilot, I'm popping the clip, popping the. You know what I'm saying? And that's my fan base. Some mumble rap shit. Bitches ain't shit and I'm popping the clip, fucking the clip and I'm fucking the bitch, fucking the bitch and I'm fucking the rip and I started the rip and I'm coming to shit. Too much. Like, and this is the type of music I'm putting straight up. Man, I'm popping the fucking the 12. Fuck 12. Bro, that's what we know you for. Keep doing that shit. There ain't nobody want to hear no mumble rapper trying to rap like Common and shit like that, man. What? We just stay in your lane. That's how people look at it. Fucking that clip and I'm bumping the play. You can't all of a sudden, you was talking about fuck these bitches and fucking the bitches and riches and popping pills and perks and Molly and shit, and then now you trying to do love songs that are like super slowed down, like Common. Like, come on, bro, motherfucker. Yeah. Check it. Smash the like button. Like, where'd this come from? Look, I never knew a lot. Yeah, look. I never knew a lot like this. Gotta be something for me to write this. Queen, I ain't seen you in a minute. I wrote this letter and finally decided to, like, they're gonna be like, shut the fuck up. Hey, man, I didn't pay for this shit. God damn it. Like, it just don't work. If you Lil Baby, you know, be Lil Baby. You can't just, I never knew a lot like this. Gotta be something for me to write this. Queen, I ain't seen you in a minute. I wrote this letter and finally they like, send the motherfucker in. Get back to these other songs. Come on, Oz. What's up? DAZN big announcement. Triple G versus Vanilla Ice. Except ding 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 ding. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Triple G in a brand new mission. Cruising. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, he probably will fight fucking, what's his name? Robert Van Winkle. Man, get him out of here, bro. Triple G versus Van Winkle or whatever the fuck his name was. That's Joshua, bro. You came out with a certain type of hit, and that's what people know you for. And now you trying to switch up on him. You see what I'm saying? It's not always going to be an easy transition. You know, it's occasional where you could do it, like a person start off in comedy movies and then they graduate to like dramas, but you got to have some acting chops. He said Triple G versus Scuba Steve. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Appreciate the content. Ego. Fuck Dillian White. Damn, Tupac. Why you? He said. That's why. Fuck. Why you just add that, bro? He said, "Fuck Dillian White." You hella out of pocket, bro. Man, what? It shit don't even make no sense, bro. And now you seeing all the fans turn on whatever his name is, AJ. They like, oh, I supported you. I'll never buy your pay-per-views. They say I ain't buying your pay-per-view no more, bro. They say you ain't getting another one of my shillings. You ain't getting no pounds from me. They mad as fuck at Joshua. But once again, notice Wilder. I told you. Remember I said this. I said Joshua want to be American. Remember I said that? I really believe that in my heart. I believe he want to be. He's influenced. Like I see in his Snapchats, he be listening to Roddy Ricch and Nipsey Hussle. He be saying words that I know ain't really the lick in the UK. He said, what set? He was wearing a green do-rag. He said, what set you from, cuz? What? Bro, you are in Miami with a green do-rag talking about what set you from, cuz. Yeah, what you banging? What set you from, cuz? Like, niggas in Miami don't do all that. So I told you he's been influenced. Now the Black Lives Matter movement is so big and there's so much outrage, and now he couldn't wait. Now he trying to jump in the mix, and he got into some shit, and all his fan base, or a lot of them, I'll say, they ethering him. They're like, fuck you. I'll never buy you again. Bro, they angry at him. You can't do that. I'm telling you. All right, just, you know new media, you know old media. You hear the shit that I'm talking about, right? Imagine that's like me doing new media shit, giving you the facts, the real, showing receipts, and then I just do the opposite. This ain't wrestling. That only happens in wrestling where it works, where you could be the good guy and then you could switch and turn heel and go to Hollywood Hogan. You feel what I'm saying? That typically don't work in real time, in real life. Bro, I swear he did it. Don't make me pull out that clip. He said, how you talking cuz lingo in Miami? That's what I'm saying. You don't even know where you at in America and shit. I've been to Florida. They got zoes and they got like real life, like cocaine cowboys and Cuban drug lords and shit. They not talking no LA shit, California shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he was in a I don't know, a Mercedes or something. He pulled up. He said, what set you from, cuz? With a green do-rag. And you supposed to be training for Andy. That's why Andy knocked Joshua out. You playing around and shit. Bro, you supposed to be training for Ruiz and you talking about, hey, what set you from, cuz? Throwing up. All right, bro. I'm from Cali, so I know this shit go down. Don't do that in L.A., I promise you. And it's probably, L.A. ain't even as bad. I'm not saying it's not bad, but I don't think it's as bad as it was in the 90s and 80s and shit. And you still can't really be doing that. It's Crips and Bloods here. Yeah, I'm sure there's Crips and Bloods everywhere now, but they ain't on fucking Miami. Like, you know, in Miami, just in the most, man, come on, bro. That's like me going to New York and banging in Times Square. Like, bro, you ain't even in the hood, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's like me acting hard body in fucking Chelsea, New York. Fucking Times Square, Manhattan. Bro, that's not where the Goonies is at. New York got them, for sure. But you got to go to Brooklyn or Queens or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to the boroughs. You can't just be in fucking Chelsea and Times Square like, all right, cuz, what's Brad? There's fucking tourists and shit. You in Times Square like, yeah, cuz, what's up? Who won what, cuz? Like, bro, sit your ass down. Like, that just, man, come on. That don't even sound right, bro. Or like, there's areas in the Bay Area that you can't be doing hella extra. Oakland, shout out to Deep East O, Hunters Point, Frisco, North Richmond. Like, you just can't be Vallejo, Fairfield. Like, you just don't really want to be acting up. San Jose, get funky in San Jose. But you can't just go to a fucking random ass, like, I don't even know where. I'm trying to think of a area where you could do that, like Napa or something. Like, what the fuck, wine count? You can't just be in Napa banging. You see what I'm saying? They ain't even gang members even in Napa. What, they drinking wine and shit? Like some good ass wine, cuz. Like, gang members, they ain't in like Napa and shit. I put some more grapes on it. I'm from Grape Street, cuz. I welcome to Napa food. Like, like Napa ain't like that, bro. You can't just be out in Napa banging like that. Yeah, only fuck with grapes. You shoot me grapes, cuz. It's grapes, cuz. Like, you doing too much, cuz. I hate Kid Corleo, bro. He said you can't do that here in Fort Worth, Texas. You will get did in. That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't be false banging, false flagging anywhere, really, except for the spot where Joshua did it, but he don't know that. AJ a Blood and the Latin King. Hey, stop, bro. He got a gang of niggas with him, like dudes, but I don't think they banging like that. But he do keep 50 dudes on the payroll or whatever. AJ was on that Cosby pudding pot. Please stop, bro. In Miami. Stop. I ain't even going to add on to that, bro. You out of pocket. So anyway, Joshua went from lighthearted. It's like, I ain't even trying to roast. I'm being real. It's like a Disney actor, and then you start seeing them after they stint on Disney, and they start wilding out. Like, if it's a girl, she start doing like weird. It's like, remember Saved by the Bell? It was Jessie Spano, and then now she in Showgirls. It just don't seem right. Like, damn, you was on Saved by the Bell. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't seem. Do y'all understand what I'm talking about? Like, that's Jessie Spano, and she spread eagle. That just look weird. Like, you in Showgirls now. This shit rated NC-17 and shit. Jessie, not my Jessie Spano. You know, I remember, bro, I swear. Remember the Jamie Foxx show? Braxton Hartnebrig? God damn it, Jamie. You know how he's a square? Bro, he's in a movie called Original Gangsters, and he was thugging. Like, he had a do-rag and everything. I was like, what the fuck? It's just like, I just still see Braxton. Bro, it was Braxton. He was banging. There's a movie where he's a banger. Like, it's called Original Gangsters. And Braxton P. Hartnebrig was out here like, yeah, get off the block with it, you market. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Damn, you a real actor. You doing different roles and shit. Yeah, bro. It just don't seem. Or like, what's that Orlando dude from That's So Raven? That motherfucker tripping. He tripping. He on that wet. What's that dude, Orlando? He on that wet though, for sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Orlando. What's his name, Orlando? Yeah, they know you like to get wet though, Orlando, huh? Sherm, Dust, BCB, Primo. That's what you had. Yeah, I didn't know you like to get. Bro, what is that dude? What the fuck is he said? Nick Cannon bossed him or some shit, weird shit. Nah, bro. I gotta watch Original Gangsters again. I remember Orlando Brown. Yeah, whatever. Orlando Brown, Orlando Magic, whoever the fuck he was wilding, bro. Yeah, they know they like to get wet though. Sherm does PCB Primo. But naked. That's what you had. Yeah, he off his rocker. He said Orlando Bloom. Hey, stop, bro. Yeah, bro. Orlando Magic, Orlando, Florida, whoever the fuck he was, cuz is tripping. I gotta watch Original Gangsters again. That's hella funny. Braxton was in that though. Yeah, smash the like button. Send me your stimulus check. I'm the future of this boxing talk. So yeah, Give me them stimulus checks. I'm collecting stimulus checks. Okay, we taking the channel to the next level. Run me that stimulus check. Yeah. Oh, we got a new Patreon. What up, though? Appreciate you. Look. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I told you we came to take over the globe. Y'all get with it or get lost, man. We got that new Patreon work, huh? Bro, he had a do-rag drinking 40s. I'm done. I got to watch it again. I remember he was in it, though. Triple G is fighting old Otis from Martin. Old Otis ain't been down since 76 there, boy. What you got, you a bank account in Switzerland, boy? Get ready to take you down, boy. Get ready to take you down, boy. That Martin is the funniest show ever, bro. He said, what you got, you a bank account in Switzerland there, boy? He said, get ready to take you down, boy. Get ready to take you down, boy. He was doing that dance. I can't. Now, old Otis ain't gonna have that old hip. Getting ready to take you down, boy. Triple G would fight him. Oh, low key, Otis might whoop Triple G. Yeah, what you Triple G that boy? Devin Checo, I seen the boy done whooped your ass. Triple G versus bro man. Nah, bro man might be low key slow. This motherfucker. What's up, Ma? Just chilling. Hope you don't mind me bothering your road. That motherfucker's talking too slow. Man, he finna fight Kung Fu Panda and shit. Bro, do you see this though? Old media, all the people that they said, like, they don't even talk about him anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like, where's Triple G even at though? Old media, they force feed you shit and then they don't even stand by it. See, I can't fuck with nobody like that. That's some Tekashi shit. You gonna rat. Bro, where is Triple G even at in this world? No, real talk. I'm not even being funny. I haven't even seen nothing from Triple G at all. Smash the like button. The money keep coming in. I literally, what is the last thing you've seen from Triple G at all? Honestly. I ain't even heard nothing about Triple G. Oh my gosh, another 60,000. We making money, 60,000. Look at that. Shout out to Sean Jones for the 60,000. The prodigal son has returned. Salute to Ego, the Stream King. You already know. Yeah. Shout out to you, Sean Jones. Appreciate you. Bro, I ain't heard nothing from no guys ain't my. Bro, he dipped. Now where, bro, man, what? Where's DAZN? I ain't heard from them. This like searching for Bobby Fischer. Where's DAZN? Please, can you please tell me where DAZN's at right now? Bro, I ain't even trying to roast because I don't know the company. How many of y'all watch wrestling? How many people watch wrestling? Ricky Burns almost wiped Terrence Crawford's ass. That's suspect. Block him. He said he almost wiped his ass. What the fuck? That man didn't say whoop. He said wiped. Look at it. Block that motherfucker, bro. He said Ricky Burns almost wiped his ass. Like some Big Daddy shit. I wipe my own ass. Get him out of here. Okay, someone said WWE. So DAZN just struck up a deal to get pro wrestling on their app. Did y'all know that? Who knew that? By show of hands, who knew that? DAZN, they getting pro wrestling on their app now. Anybody hear about that? Anybody hear about DAZN acquiring pro wrestling on their app? Hey, that's a big move though. But wait, there's more. It's a big move, he said. Now, you said it was a big move. You know you done fucked up. You see, you said DAZN getting wrestling on the app. That was a big move. You know you done fucked up. Bam! Oh, my God. I'm the god when it comes to this. Bro, MLW on DAZN. Bro, what the fuck is that? I ain't been in the wrestling circuit, but I don't even know what MLW is, bro. Y'all watch ML? Who on it? Rey Mysterio? Like anybody that I would know even on that? I ain't even trying to like roast them, but I never even heard of MLW. DAZN looking wild desperate, dog. Have you heard of MLW wrestling? And then take that a step further. Do you watch MLW? I got homies who work for it. Okay, so you know about them because that. I literally haven't heard. Bro, that look desperate, dog. DAZN and fuck around. They got 3LW, the R&B group. Remember that group? Getting a little tired of your broken promises. Treating me at the club with your baby mama and mom. Bro, who the fuck? You got 3LW? Oh my gosh, bro. Getting a little tired of your broken promises. Screaming in your mind with your baby mama. King Corleone, I know you be on your wrestling. He said if it's not AEW, WWE, or Impact Wrestling, it's nothing. See, he don't even really know what it is like that. Bro, they got 3LW on it. Getting a little tired of your broken promises. Chilling at the club with your baby mama. He said 3LW was popping. Bro, they got NWA, 3LW, TLC, whoever the fuck. I ain't heard of it. Straight up. SWV. I don't know what it is. You don't do. You weak in the knees looking at, bro. Man, what? You got Sisters with Voices. SWV. Nah, DAZN, bro. 3LW. Nah. I ain't heard of it. Let me look this shit up. Bro, DAZN just trying to get some content. I get a little tired of your broken promise. And you know, they might be a good, honest company. I don't know. Well, I ain't heard of this shit. I'm just being real. Oh my God. Catches bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please. Look, I just looked it up. Bro. MLW Wrestling, 94,000 subscribers. I got more subscribers than whoever DAZN just picked. Do you understand that? Bro, I got more. Their YouTube channel is smaller than mine. So it can't be like some worldwide. It's a good look for them. You know, the company, shout out to them. But what I'm saying is for DAZN, that ain't going to be enough to save you. Bro, I have more subscribers than them. How, bro, I told you DAZN should have hollered at me. Oh, I got this shit popping. Bro, I have more subscribers than them. How's that a big move that's going to save your shit? When I got more subscribers than you. What? Bro, look. This is their official YouTube. 94,000. Y'all see that? 94,000, bro. I got more. I got more than that, bro. This shit crazy. So, yeah, man. DAZN needs some real life content, bro. They need some content. Yeah, DAZN, breathe. That's what you got to do. Sometimes you just got to breathe. Jake, you got to breathe, DAZN. That look crazy. Deontay Wilder will have a lot of pressure on his shoulder. Block him. Bro, I don't even know what you're talking about. Block him. BR, Baskin Robbins or whatever, block him. Oh, my God. We don't want you. You a rat. I know. I can smell the rats. You got a lot of pressure on you right now when my shooters come for you. Get Baskin and Robbins out of here, bro. Hey, I'm so mad at Jamel right now. He said MLW LOL sounds like a fourth-rate company. Adrian said Patron Pizza, MLW, and YouTubers. Man, everything in DAZN is either a bootleg or FAF. Bro, I told you, who's making these decisions? Who's making these decisions? Like, listen, Eddie Hearn, he came in like kind of like a used car salesman, right? All these promises, which one of them have been met? Bro, you're getting, listen, I'm not even going to shame the wrestling. They just trying to get their money. But I ain't heard of them. I have more subs than them. That's a reality. So it's like, if you're in a pandemic, you're overpaying certain fighters in boxing. You have no fights that are announced. You have no content. The little bit of exclusive content or interviews you're doing, you're putting on YouTube for free. How is this going to work? How is this going to work to the point where it gets you out the red? Like, you know, put some money in your pocket. Kamal Oz said Triple G versus Bobcat Goldweight. Oh, wow. How is it going to work? I'm not understanding that part of the vision. Ryan Garcia's mad at Oscar. Canelo's mad at Oscar. Usyk, I don't even know where the fuck he is, to be honest. I'm just going through the whole roster. Usyk, he looked bad versus Chaz Tablespoon. Don't know who he's fighting next. Joshua, the UK is mad at him because he said Black Lives Matter or whatever. So a lot of the UK fans said they off him. You don't have Tyson Fury, who's with ESPN and Frank Warren. Canelo, next opponent-wise, all sound like non-mega fights. They're talking about maybe putting him in Japan. I'm just saying, I'm trying to understand the vision, like I'm trying to understand it all. You know what I'm saying? Make sense of it. You got a couple shows, but you're putting it on YouTube for free. Henceforth, there's no reason to have the app right now. Usyk is looking for opponents at Seattle. Oh, wow. Autonomous Zone. I'm just done. I'm trying to understand what, like I said, the whole vision that Eddie Hearn painted out for the fans. I'm trying to understand and see that. American Takeover. Where that at? I feel like Destiny Child. I feel like Beyonce of this shit. Where they at? Where they at? Where is the American Takeover? Anybody seen it? Tell me, have you seen her? Seen her? I don't see it. I don't see the American Takeover. He said Showtime going out of business in a year. Hasn't happened. In fact, Showtime, they would be doing Gervonta versus Leo Santa Cruz. That's a big fight on pay-per-view. So, where's all this stuff Eddie Hearn? Eddie Hearn said he's going to get Broner, Errol Spence, the Charlos, Wilder. You didn't get none of them. The only person you got out of that list of people you said you was going to get was Mikey Garcia, and you got him after Errol Spence whooped his ass. And he was coming directly off a loss, and then he gamed you up, got $7 million for a fight that wasn't worth $7 million. Listen, I ain't hating on Mikey's money. That's cool. Buy all the cars you want, whatever. I don't care. But what I'm saying is, from a business perspective, that wasn't a $7 million fight, you know, to be getting that type of, with no pay-per-view. It's looking crazy for old media, man. You got Mikey coming off a loss. Like, Dillian White, he don't even look like he gonna get a title shot. So that's a person with somewhat of a name that Eddie's been pushing. Bob Arum just said he don't care about Dillian White. So Bob Arum, if Fury beats Wilder again, Arum might fuck around and said, I told the WBC Tyson Fury is not fighting Dillian White. Like, Bob Arum might fuck around and get some shit done, just like he did to Eddie Hearns when Devin Haney thought he was going to fight Luke Campbell, And then Bob Arum pulled the rug from underneath him and made fucking Lomachenko versus Luke Campbell. And Devin Haney didn't get to fight somebody for a title. Bob Arum is slick. He be pulling some strings. So if Fury wins again, there's no way I see that he would be worried about Dillian White. They would be trying to make Joshua, if anything, if Joshua's still winning. Bro, it's not really making sense. I'm trying to understand it. Like, see, the other issue, I told you, got to know boxing is a secret society. I feel like DAZN's also in a pickle. Smash the like button. Because even a fight that's good for... Listen, boxing is only but so big. I'm talking about hardcore, dedicated, every day. I watch everything, whether it's a small ESPN card to the grandiose PBC pay-per-view, right? There's only a group of people, a concentrated group, probably less than 1 million, that do that, you know, that watch boxing like that. Like everything, they know in tune what's going on. It's only but so big, right? So you have to have fights that kind of like for the bigger events, you have to have the guys that are branded, the guys are going to have a good presentation or pre-build, good promotion, good trash talker, good fighter where their brands are known, knockout artists so they're anticipated. You see what I'm saying? You got to have fights that are events. DAZN has yet to put on one fucking fight that is a worldwide event. If I'm lying, tell me which fight it was. That was a worldwide event. Mayweather-McGregor, Mayweather-Canelo. Name one thing that DAZN has put on that was a worldwide event and got it right. So please don't tell me Joshua Ruiz, because they didn't get that right. The first fight wasn't anticipated, and the second was anticipated because Joshua got spilled, and then they took it to Saudi Arabia. So you got a good site fee and a lot of money up front, but that wasn't what was the most impactful thing to do for your business, taking it out of the U.S., where Andy Ruiz is from, the champ at the time. He said Jake Paul KSI. That's probably, real talk, that might be the biggest, exposure-wise fight. So I said that to say this. The problem, the obstacle DAZN is going to have to overcome would be, even if you do Chocolatito versus Estrada, I'm a boxing fan. I don't have a problem with that. They fought before. Estrada really won that first fight, or that's the perception that he could have won. So hardcore fans can get down with that. But that ain't doing shit in the grand scheme of, like I said, Mayweather-McGregor type events. Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya. There ain't nobody looking for no fucking Chocolatito versus Estrada like that. So you're gonna at best attract core boxing fans, which is only but so big, as I just mentioned. If Mayweather-Pacquiao in terms of blockbuster event is a 10, then what the fuck would Chocolatito Estrada 2 be in the grand scheme of blockbusters? If Mayweather-Pacquiao is like the 10 fight that everybody's in the world checking for, highest grossing and stuff, what would whatever his name, Chocolatito versus Estrada 2 be? What would that be on a scale of 0 to 10 if the highest grossing fight is a Mayweather-Pacquiao? He said a solid 1. I'm so done. This man said a solid 1. That's what I'm saying, because if Mayweather-Pacquiao is the highest grossing fight, and then after that you have fights like Mayweather-Conor, you have Holyfield-Tyson, Holyfield-Lennox-Lewis, you got Floyd-Canelo, Floyd De La Hoya, Canelo Triple G 1 and 2. I'm just spitballing some fights. Oscar De La Hoya versus Shane Mosley was probably lucrative. right? All those fights, Canelo, Cotto, all those fights I mentioned are far superior blockbusters to Chocolatito versus Estrada. That ain't no fight that, again, I'm not complaining from a boxing fan perspective, but I'm talking about the business perspective. So, again, how are you going to succeed your business and get out of the hole with fights like that? Or fights like Dillian White, Povetkin. Yeah, we're boxing fans. We'll watch it. But that's not no the world stops right now fight. It's just not. So DAZN, that's the type of fights they need. Like Fury Joshua, if they could get that this year, that would be the type of fight. But we know they can't get that for obvious reasons this year. So I feel that that's their biggest thing. Like even fights like Jacobs versus Billy Joe Saunders. I think that's solid as a boxing fan. But that's not going to be, in my opinion, that's not going to be a fight that resonates outside of the immediate boxing world. You see what I'm saying? I have a lot of friends that are sports fans. They don't watch boxing intently like me, but they know I'm in boxing. So I get hit up for the big fights. They'll be like, oh, Errol Spence is fighting, or oh, Wilder, what time is his fight come on? Or Canelo, fights like that. They'll hit me up. But again, even like, or Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Smith, that's another good one. It's a good fight for boxing heads, but it's not a big fight. Worldwide, that's not a big fight. There's no big money in boxing right now, not without fans included. You capping, you sound like old media. If they make, so you don't think Fox can put together 4 or 5 fights and put Gervonta, Leo Santa Cruz on pay-per-view and make money? You out your scalp. Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz with no crowd would crack right now. That would be cracking. Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia would crack right now. Period. Because at the end of the day, crowd, if there's no crowd, there's no crowd. There's nothing nobody could do about that. But I feel like those 2 PBC fights that I listed, that's within the resource. That's within the resources to try to get something like that off. Put Showtime pay-per-view, Tank and Santa Cruz. Fox maybe get Spence and Danny Garcia. They could do that. You don't think Fox has reserves of bread from the other Spence 2 pay-per-view fights and shit where they could put that on? Man, come on. And unlike DAZN, they don't have this dumbass flawed business model where they've done away with pay-per-view. It's looking bad, man. You guys can say whatever the fuck you want. It's looking crazy. How you gonna make Joshua Fury without a pay-per-view? And then if DAZN is partnered with the fight and they go against their word and put it on pay-per-view, you're gonna look crazy. They might as well just fold. Real talk. You can't alienate yourself from pay-per-view and separate yourself and then all of a sudden say, fuck that. We losing money. Let's get some pay-per-view going. No, bro. That is not going to work. That is not going to work, dog. You can't, and it's really how strong you did it. It's how strong you did it. You really took a major stance to separate yourself from pay-per-view. Say, hey, we're one of the good guys. These guys in boxing, they're just trying to rob you. But look at our package. Look at our price point. We'll give you all this boxing for $9.99 a month. Yeah. And then when that didn't get the proper traction, it went to $20 a month. Plus, give us $100 up front. Now, this pandemic is whooping DAZN's ass. I told you, it's whipping their ass. I called this when the pandemic first started. I said every business is going to suffer, but DAZN's going to suffer probably the hardest or heaviest. You are charging $20 a month for what? What's going on right now where you need to pay $20? And then now with unknown phenoms in the world, pandemics and shit, who's going to feel comfortable giving you $100 up front, not knowing your schedule? Like, okay, let's say for Mikey Garcia, that was in February. We didn't know the pandemic was going to shut everything down. That happened in late February 20-something, right? You signed up for that fight and you said, hey, I could pay $20 right now or give them another $80 and I'm going to do a year package, right? So let's say you said, fuck it, I'll give them the $100 right now. I got it. You know, there's no economic failure, pandemics. I'll give them $100. You gave them $100 of your money, and then the very next month, there was a pandemic that canceled every single card that everybody had. DAZN has not publicly come out and told the annual subscribers what their recourse is. They said if you're month to month, what you could do is pause your account. That doesn't help you if you've already given your money. How do you pause when the money's been debited from your account? So to this day, Wilder voice, they haven't told the yearly annual package people in a public address or press statement what they can do with no boxing. So with this pandemic, that's why it's hitting them even harder. They have no surplus content like ESPN Plus right now. Y'all don't want me to bring this up, do you? I could whoop y'all ass that way. Y'all want to take my word for it, or y'all want me to whoop y'all ass the real way? It's how you want it. This ain't Berto. I'm giving it to you how you want it. I told you old media cannot fuck with me. And I'll prove it. Do y'all want me to show you or just tell you? Okay, fuck it. Y'all take it too long. So I have ESPN Plus. Use my link to sign up for ESPN Plus. Look, they got UFC still jamming, still going on. Okay. They got Bruce Lee documentary, Be Like Water, Be Water. They got Lance Armstrong documentary going on right now, right? This is in lieu of boxing being slower. They got Muhammad Ali, Larry Holmes. They got bingeable series. Look, use my link in the description. They got all these series. Latest series and shows. They got other sports. Look, they got Mayweather versus Ayala. Mayweather Jr. versus Duran. Bro, they got all these classic boxing fights. De La Hoya fights. Etc. Right? And other sports. DAZN doesn't have a backlog of Lance Armstrong, Dennis Rodman, Bruce Lee documentaries and programs like that. You've been on them boys top, LOL, breaking them down to piece by piece. Because this is why I'm sick of it. Old media try to go against the dawn, and now I'm breaking their ass up. Period. They try to go against everything I was saying I was a hater. DAZN tried to flag some of the videos. Now they're going to get the work. Period. You should have never started it. They said don't start a war unless I got my money right. Well, I got my money right. I want war. Bro, I need answers. So they don't have a surplus of content. That's my point. They don't have that. They weren't thinking in that whole lane. So if you got in February the year package, then you got one fight, which was okay, Mikey versus Jesse Vargas. Now you have no content for March, no content for April, no content for May, and June, July, possibly no content. We don't really know. I ain't heard no fights on DAZN. So right off rip, that's 5 to 6 months of nothing, of nothingness. I'll say 4 to 6. 4 to 6 months of no live boxing, live events, which is their bread and butter, and live events. 4 to 6 months, and you gave them a year. I ain't the smartest brother in the world, but they're 12 months in a year. There's 12 months in a year, and you haven't been able to fulfill anything for 4 to 6 of those months. If it's 6, like Eddie Murphy said, half. That's half. That's half of the year you ain't been able to do something. If it gets to 6 months with no content, then the people who pay for a year, that's half. That's half of the year they haven't been able to provide for you. There's no way that's a good look. Now, knowing that pandemics are real and things like this can come about, how are you going to bring and you didn't respond right by telling the fans, hey, we'll just give you your money back or we'll stop charging you. Bro, I'm doing a video. It's coming. It's coming. Death Row East. I promise you. It's coming. Believe in that. I told y'all to leave me alone. They don't want to do it, so we're going to do it this way. There are people online complaining, saying they canceled DAZN because of the pandemic, and they're still getting charged for it after they confirmed the cancel. So you can't lose. You're losing the public by doing stuff like that. You're losing the public because they're like, wait, look, the video's coming. DAZN, what an absolute hell are these phone numbers you have listed for Canada. I canceled my subscription on May 15th. The photo of the email is below, and it said I wouldn't be charged again. And yet I was charged again on June 9th. How do I get refunded? Bro, it's over. There's people, they're showing their receipts online how they canceled and got confirmed that they were canceled, and DAZN charged them after that fact. Come on, bro. So you can't be playing with people's money like that. If I cancel, that's it. Stop until you get some content. Sean Jones again with the 60,000. I'm the 60,000. I'm 6 God, bro. DAZN need to give us more boxing content and pay the fighters properly. Salute Ego. Facts. So you got enraged customers that are getting charged after their cancellation. You have no content for 4 to 6 months. Your other exclusive content is not exclusive because you're putting the Sergio Mora podcast on YouTube. You're putting Canelo Saturday Fight Live and showing Canelo past fights. You're putting that on YouTube. So how's that? Come on, man. How does this make sense as a business model? What are you going to do to get out of that? Now, it gets worse. If y'all want me to kick some more of these facts, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'm going to explain how it gets worse. If y'all want me to keep going, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'm going to show you how it gets worse. Yeah, smash the like button. The Stream King has returned. I'm TB Ego. Watch this. So, from my estimations, it's going to be about 4 to 6 months of no content, right? But even beyond that, Eddie Hearn has already warned people and DAZN before the pandemic and since the pandemic that they're not going to be paying people quite as much money and not going to be so feverishly spending. So the purses are going to get smaller or more realistic, which it should have been from the beginning, right? So with that being said, I would imagine if your budgets are getting tighter, then so are your cards. By default, with this pandemic and COVID testing and shit, bigger card, 15 fight cards are now being reduced to 8 to 4 to 5 to 4 or 5 fights instead of 15 to 18 fights. Boxing has always been, like, since I've been covering it, all day events. The whole thing might not be televised, but every time I cover a fight, they say you can come to the venue at 3:30 p.m., 5 p.m., and there's fights running all the way to the main event. You can't do that anymore. It's a sign of the times. With this pandemic, you can't have that many fights because that many fights equals that many liabilities. If you have 16 fighters, right? Let's do some quick math. See, y'all not fucking with this is why we always win, because new media, we continue to think ahead. So let's just say you have 16 fights. That's 16 liabilities. Now, unless you're training yourself and you have nobody else in your entourage, which is not realistic, then it'll stay at 16. But that's not realistic. So let's say they let your coach. That's another one person. So if everybody brings themselves as a fighter and then one coach, which I've seen on ESPN, they've already had more than that in the corner. But let's say it's 16 doubled, or 16 times 2, that's 32. So that's 32 people. So that's why they can't have a bunch of people, because it's going to exponentially double. The more people, the more chances of other people getting infected. So you can't really run 16 cards because it's really not 16. It's 16 plus a trainer. And if everybody brings one trainer, then guess what? That's 32. And then if you have 2 trainers, or a cut man or something, then that's like 48 people, and so on and so forth. So the more people you put on these cards, the more liabilities you have, right? So everyone's cards are getting smaller. And then on top of that, if you look at Top Rank, they're the ones that kind of brought boxing back first. Ain't no big cards that they've done yet. They're just trying to test the waters. So DAZN at the highest price point, how are you going to test the waters with like smaller cards in general, for obvious reasons, but those types of cards, like how Top Rank came back soft, Shakur versus the fake Miguel Cotto dude, Jesse Magdaleno. Those aren't big, major, massive cards. So how's DAZN going to charge you $20 a month and expect people to pay for tune-up style, predictable outcome cards with less fights, which is possibly likely? You see what I'm saying? It's likely that you wouldn't just necessarily come back and put together the massive fight of all fights, and have something potentially go wrong with it. So it's going to be too hard to justify paying $20 for, like, I'll give you guys like this. Shakur Stevenson versus the fake Cotto, and then the Jesse Magdaleno dude versus who he fought, and it ended in a DQ. Imagine if that was on DAZN. Those fights on DAZN, you would have paid $20 for that. You see what I'm saying? It's at least acceptable because Bob Arum has a partnership with ESPN, so the fight's either on ESPN or at best you're paying $4.99 for ESPN Plus. That's a far cry and ESPN Plus has other content. That's a far cry from the boxing heads getting a fight like that. No other supplemental shoulder programming and content of note, and you're paying $20. How are you going to... Someone explain that to me. Listen, I'm going to open up the floor now. I want to see how you can justify that. It's like somebody charged you $4.99 for a haircut, and it's not the best haircut that you ever had, but it's decent. Now, if they charge you $50 for that haircut, decent ain't gonna cut it. You see what I'm saying? Get it? I said decent ain't gonna cut it. Haircut, never mind. So it's like price point matters, because what you're willing to pay for the lower price. It's like going to the Dollar Tree. I go to the Dollar Tree and I buy something, and if it doesn't give me long-term use, and it like runs out, or it's no good after 3 months, all right, I spend $1 on it. You see what I'm saying? But if I buy an Apple product and I'm paying these crazy, outrageous price points that Apple has, then that shit better work. I'm going to have the workmanship and the quality, since I paid more, that's going to matter to me a lot more than something I got. You buy something from the Dollar Tree, you almost expect for it not to necessarily last your whole lifetime. You see what I'm saying? But if you buy an iPhone and it break in 2 weeks, then we got a problem. If you bought a little cheap cell phone from the flea market and you got it for $5, I mean, what did you expect? He said, I go to Dollar Tree for deodorant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's cool. But if you're paying top dollar, then there's no way you're not expecting that product to have a shelf life. So again, Top Ranking or whoever can get away with it if the price point is lower, or if it's on free at ESPN, or if it's on Fox for free for PBC. But if DAZN's charging $20 a month, they can't really have a lapse in schedule, like where they're coming out with all soft touch fights. You see? Because it's pay as you go type of thing. So it's the whole business model is pretty flawed. They never link themselves to a linear network, and this is kicking them in the ass. Again, how you justify paying $20 a month for Joseph Jojo Diaz versus Henry Lickowitz? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not big enough of a fight that someone's going to pay $20 for that. You know, Billy Dib versus Billy the Kid and all, you know, these aren't big enough fights where you would be like, hey, that's an expense I gotta continue paying. Come on, bro. Smash the like button. I'm about to get out of here. I don't know, man. It's looking grim. You guys can say whatever the hell you want, but to me, it's looking grim. Smash the like button. Damn, we got over $100 in super chat. Okay. We balling on them super chats. Gang. Shout out to Sean Jones and everybody else. Man, it's looking crazy, dog. Rob G said, I saw DAZN for sale on Craigslist. Wow. Yeah, I think what I'm saying is pretty common sense, but just to hear it in perspective, it's a reality. Block Sam the Baptist. You broke. We don't care about you. I think it's an absolute reality. Like Top Rank and PBC, they're attached to linear networks. So at the worst case scenario, let's say like they have a PBC got a card, Thomas Delorme versus Jamal James or whatever. That's not the biggest card. But if it's on FS1, it don't fucking matter because you can get that with non-premium. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying $20 for that. But if PBC had the PBC app and then all the fights like that they had were like that, then that's not going to work. But if it's just something to watch on FS1, okay. You know, you can choose to watch it or not watch it. It's not going to make or break you, and it's not going to be a financial flop from a business perspective as much as if you're losing subscribers. Man, this is ugly, bro. It's looking real ugly. That's all I can say. I think that's why DAZN's been so quiet. It's been real quiet. Like, honestly, in terms of a blockbuster, I really, if you guys disagree with me, I want to hear it. What is a fight with only DAZN fighters that they can put together post-pandemic that you think is realistic and they will make in the next 6 months in 2020? That is a blockbuster. So that was a multi-layered question. So basically tell me a DAZN fight that's realistic, that's a blockbuster, that you think they can make or will make in 2020. That's a blockbuster and it's going to do numbers. I want to hear this. I need to hear this. A realistic blockbuster that they can make post-pandemic. Triple G versus Canelo, but Triple G said he don't want Canelo straight off the bat. Strike one, so that don't count. Nope, that's not realistic. Based on what Triple G said, not me. They said Triple G don't want to fight Canelo. They said he wants to tune up 1 or 2. Canelo versus Charlo, I ain't heard nothing about that fight. That's a great fight, but I don't see it. You know, they ain't said, I ain't heard nothing. That's the type of fight they would need for sure. But again, do you think they're gonna make that right now? If they didn't make it before with the crowd, you think they're gonna make that right now? Interchangeably working with another promoter with no crowd? Bro, the business is so flawed. Listen to what I'm saying. If Charlo and Canelo, when the economy is perfect, there's no looting and rioting and pandemics and stuff, if they did not make that when you could put it in Texas, for example, and sell out Alamo Dome, and they didn't make that when the economy is good, then how are they going to make that right now with no crowd? It doesn't even make sense. Beyond that, I don't think Canelo's team want that work because they could have been fought him, but they chose not to. So everything about that makes no sense. Again, with the size of the street and the different priorities and different companies, the business got to make sense. So why would PBC put him in there with Canelo with no crowd and work with DAZN and put it on DAZN, and they can't even have the event as big as it could be with a crowd? They're not going to do that. Because if that, to be honest, I feel like the co-promotional shit with no crowd, as long as there's no crowd is going on, it's going to be harder to do that because that's where they make a lot of money. Mayweather, Pacquiao, they made a lot of money at the gate. So it's going to be harder to work with another company with the whole absence of a live gate. So I can imagine a lot of these companies are going to pull from within before they work with somebody else right now with no gate. So you're going to have to fend for yourself. I don't see PBC sending Charlo to Canelo right now with no crowd because then that fight's not as big as it could be with a crowd. Kamal Oz, Mexican Style 3, Triple G, and Robert Garcia. Stop, bro. You got to stop. It doesn't make sense. That's the bottom line. It don't make sense. So I think it's actually Wilder Fury might be the only exception because they already have coexisting business and contracts in place. But I think it's actually harder right now with the whole no crowd thing for companies to work together in boxing because that's a huge portion of the profit. Because you have to think about it. If two companies are working together on a fight, they got to, in some way or form, split the proceeds. So that is a whole pot of money with the live gate and the absence of a live crowd that is no longer up for grabs with no crowd. So then that means you would have to rely on the success rate or the viewership rate to get all your money and site fees. That would be how you got all your money. So I don't think that's going to be as advantageous, especially coming off this pandemic. That's my time. Let me know how I did. Stay locked on the channel. I got some other stuff I'll be dropping.